As-salaam wa-alaikum, brothers and sisters. Welcome to Year 6 of the 17 Verses podcast. I'm your host, Maher Haq. In this podcast, we take a small selection from the Quran every day and recite it to you in plain English, so you can get a small slice of God's word while you go about your day. By averaging 17 verses per day, we're able to break the Quran down into manageable pieces and finish it in 1 year. If you enjoy the podcast, please help spread the word. Tell your friends and family, subscribe in iTunes or Stitcher or wherever you get your podcasts, and write us a review. Show notes and a text episode can be found at 17verses.com. That's the numbers 17verses.com. Today's selection is from Surah 4, An-Nisâ, or the Women, verses 43 through 59. These verses start off with one of the first prohibitions against drinking alcohol, then move to a discussion of the people of the book, that is the Jews and the Christians. It invites the people of the book to Islam, while reminding them that those who make false idols will not be forgiven by God. Lastly, it talks about the forces of Shaitan and his allies, and the fates of the believers and the unbelievers. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful. O believers, do not offer a prayer when you are drunk until you are able to understand what you are saying, nor if you are in a state of ceremonial impurity, except when you are traveling, unless you wash your whole body. If you are sick or on a journey, or one of you has used the toilet, or has had contacts with women, and can find no water, then make tayammum, that is, take some clean earth and rub your faces and hands with it. Allah is oft pardoning, oft forgiving. Have you not considered the case of those to whom a portion of the book was given? They purchased error for themselves and wished to see you lose the right way. Allah knows your enemies very well. Sufficient is Allah to protect you, and sufficient is Allah to help you. Among the Jews, there are some who take the words out of their context and utter them with the twist of their tongues to slander the true faith, and say, "We hear, and we disobey," and "Hear, may you hear nothing," and Ra'ina, which is an ambiguous word, which might mean, "Listen, may you become deaf," or "our shepherd," or in Judeo-Arabic languages, conveys a sense of "our evil one." If only they had said, "We hear and we obey," and "hear us," and "look upon us," or "pay attention to us," it would have been better for them and more proper. Due to all this, Allah has cursed them for their unbelief. In fact, with the exception of a few, they have no faith. O people of the book, that is the Jews and Christians, believe in what we have revealed, the Quran, confirming your own scriptures before we obliterate your faces and turn them backward or lay our curse on you as we laid our curse on the Sabbath breakers. And remember that Allah's word is always executed. Surely Allah does not forgive those who associate any partners with Him, and may forgive sins other than that if He so pleases. This is because one who commits the sin of associating other partners with God does indeed invent a great sinful lie. Have you not seen those who speak very highly of their own purity, even though they are associating others with God? In fact, Allah purifies whom He wishes, but never will they fail to receive justice in the least little thing. See how they invent a lie against Allah, and this in itself is enough to show their manifest sin. Have you not seen those who were given a portion of the book? They believe in superstition and the forces of Shaitan, and say about the unbelievers that they are better guided to the right way than the believers. Those are the ones whom Allah has cursed, and the one who is cursed by Allah can find no helper. Do they have a share in the kingdom? If they had any share, they would not have given other people equal to a speck on a date stone. Or do they envy other people because Allah has given them from His grace? If so, let them know that we did give the book and wisdom to the descendants of Ibrahim, or Abraham, and blessed them with a great kingdom. But some of them believed in it, and some turned away. Sufficient is hell to burn those who turned away. Those who rejected our revelations will soon be thrown into the fire. No sooner will their skins be burnt off than we shall replace their skins, so that they may taste the real torment. Surely Allah is mighty and wise. As for those who believe and do righteous deeds, we shall admit them to gardens beneath which rivers flow, wherein they will live forever. Therein they will have chaste spouses, and we shall provide them with cool, thick shade. Allah commands you to give back the trusts to their rightful owners, and when you judge between people, judge with fairness. Surely, excellent is the counsel which Allah gives you. Indeed, Allah is ever all-hearing, all-seeing. O believers, obey Allah, obey the Messenger, and those charged with authority among you. Should you have a dispute in anything, refer it to Allah and His Messenger, if you truly believe in Allah and the Last Day. This course of action will be better and more suitable. Ameen. This concludes today's episode of the 17 Verses podcast. I hope that this selection helps increase your understanding of the Holy Quran just a little bit. If you like the podcast, you can subscribe in iTunes or Stitcher and write us a review. Or you can grab the RSS feed and put it into your own podcast app. The show notes, including a text version of this episode, can be found by going to 17verses.com. That's the numbers 17, VERSES.com. Thank you, and be well.